Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. From the title, you can tell I'm going to be doing a Q&A about me. I asked you guys on Instagram to send me questions that you guys would want to know, and I actually got quite a bit, so thank you to everyone who sent me questions. And I have my cup of wine with me just to kind of unwind. So if you want to get to know me a little bit more, then just keep watching. You can see my cat in the back. As usual, they're always around when I'm filming. Anywho, so I'm gonna start off with the first question that I got, and it is, how old are you? I am actually 25 years old. I know, I myself can't even believe I'm 25 years old. Time has just gone by so fast. How am I 25 already? Most people tell me I look like I'm 15 or 16 without makeup. So yeah. Next question is, what is your height? A lot of people think I'm a pretty good height, like that I'm tall. I get a lot that people think I'm like 5'5", 5'4", but I'm actually not even 5'1". I'm 5 3/4 of an inch. My husband always makes fun of me. He's like, no, you're just 5. And I'm like, no, I'm 5'1". I'm rounding up. He's like, no, you're 5 feet. So I mean, yeah, technically speaking, I'm just 5 feet tall. I'm tiny. I just have really long legs, which give the appearance of being taller. So, yeah. Next question is, what's your favorite color? So, my favorite color, I can't pinpoint and say this specific one is my favorite color, because really my favorite colors are anything between blue and green. So that would be anything teal, anything aqua, anything turquoise, anything emerald. I am obsessed with all those type of colors. So I really can't pick one. The next question is, do you work and what do you do? I'm actually a professional stay-at-home cat mom. I'm totally kidding. I'm actually not working right now. But what I was doing prior to, me not working was I would do accounting and I would do business administration. I would take care of all the data, analytical, compiling, pretty much presenting everything to companies and letting them know how their company was doing. That's what I would do before I stopped working. Next question is, how old were you when you started working? I was actually pretty young. I was 17 when I started working. So that's kind of how I worked my way up to doing what I was doing last. The next question is, what's your ethnicity? I'm Mexican, full Mexican from both sides. Oh, and someone asked me what part of Mexico, are my parents from. Both of my parents are actually from Guerrero. The next question is, what's your best dating advice? I think my best advice would be, don't give someone your everything if they're not willing to make you their everything. Next question is, who's your favorite superhero? I'm kind of torn between this one because I really love Superman and I really love Wonder Woman. So yeah, those two. I can't pick, I'm sorry. So next question is, tea or coffee? I actually prefer tea, because coffee does not sit well with me at all. My body just does not tolerate coffee at all. So for that reason, I am just a tea person. I love teas. How many siblings do you have and how old are they? So I actually have 3 brothers. I am the 3rd oldest. My oldest brother is, I think he's 28, 29. I think he's 29. And the brother who follows is 28. They're actually only like 11 months apart. Then there's me, who I'm 25, and then my youngest brother is 22. Cats or dogs? I actually have no preference between cats and dogs. I love them both equally. I had dogs my whole life growing up. Now that I have my own place and that I'm married, I just find cats to be a little bit more low maintenance and more independent, which is why I have cats. I just feel like they're less work. That's the only reason why I have cats. But I do want to get a dog. It's just that my place is not big. I mean, it's pretty big enough for me and my husband and my 3 cats. But at least not until my balcony is ready. I don't think I could have a dog. I think 3 cats is just more than enough. Okay, so this is a question that I got asked a few times, and it's, why don't you post pictures of your husband? So my husband is like the most special, important human being in my life. And given that the world we live in is just very judgmental and mean, part of me just kind of wants to keep him away from all of that, at least when it comes to the social media part, because he's not fond of it either. And my husband, he's just the most genuine, most kind-hearted, most loving person I have ever met. And I think that if anyone ever said anything mean or bad about him, I think I would just lose it. Another reason is that the older I get, the less I feel the need to post about our relationship online. I don't feel like my relationship needs, what's the word? I don't think my relationship needs validation from people. And as of now, I still haven't decided if I'm ever going to post pictures about him. Also, for the reason that my account on Instagram is, you know, it's public. Next question is also, some people ask if I think that marriage is hard. So I think a lot of people nowadays, it's just human nature to want to blame something or to want to say this is what makes my life hard. I don't think marriage itself is hard. I think that life is hard. Life comes with so many complications and challenges, and I feel like a lot of people try to pinpoint it or blame it on marriage. When in my personal experience, I feel that marriage is what you make of it. Marriage will be hard depending on whether you have a great relationship within each other and how you treat each other. So for that reason, I personally wouldn't say marriage is hard, but that really depends on the two people who make up their relationship and how they go about life challenges. That's just my personal opinion about it. Oh, and for anyone wondering what I'm drinking Lambrusco. I posted last time that I got a Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I got one of those, and those things were disgustingly dry. So I'm here with my sweet wine. Anyways, let's see. Next question. What age did you get married? A lot of marriage questions in this Q&A. I got married when I was 21, and I don't regret it at all. What's your favorite show? I have quite a few, but the last one I just finished watching with my husband is one called Chuck. The guy who's coming out in the movie Shazam, the Marvel movie, he's actually the main character in this show, and oh my god, this show has like it has comedy and it has like seriousness, but it's the perfect balance of seriousness and comedy. I'm even telling my husband we need to watch it again. I have a lot of favorite shows, but that's just the one that we just recently finished like a week ago, and I loved it. I want to watch it again. But another favorite show of mine was The Blacklist and Grey's Anatomy. I love those shows. Really, really good. Next question. I keep losing my spot on here. What's your favorite food? So I really like mole. I also really love ceviche. And I also really love pozole. I can't decide. So I guess those are my 3 favorite foods. Anything with shrimp, I'm obsessed with, to be honest. I love shrimps. Next question is, why did you start a YouTube and what do you expect out of it? So, to be quite honest, the only reason I started a YouTube channel was because I wanted a hobby and kind of a distraction, and I love makeup and I love to talk, so I told myself, why not? I don't really have any expectations out of this channel and out of, you know, what I'm doing. I honestly just started it as a hobby. I just expect to connect with different women and to talk about just things that could help anyone, maybe entertain other people, or maybe help them with what they're going through in life, stuff that I have gone through. If you saw my first video about my depression and suicide, that's kind of really what pushed me to start this channel and put that video out there, because I know that a lot of people have gone through or are going through what I went through. So that's kind of really why I started it, because I wanted to, you know, help people. Someone asked me, what are your top 3 insecurities? I don't want to come off as that person who's like, I don't have insecurities, I'm full of myself. I mean, I'm not conceited or full of myself or anything like that, but like being completely honest, I don't think I really have insecurities anymore, or at least not big ones. And I'm not full of it or trying to appear or come off as something else on here. It's just that, again, like I said, if you watch my video about my depression and my suicide attempts, you would know how far I have come. It took me so much work to get to where I am now. I also feel like at this age of 25, I don't know, I've come to be content with who I am and what I have. Do I want to improve myself and become the best version of myself? Of course. Again, I don't want to come off as showing off or being like I have the perfect confidence in life because I have no insecurities. No, there's things I do have to work with. I know I'm gonna get there eventually, and I'll take it one day at a time. Next question is, what is the meanest thing someone has done or said to you? I have a lot of mean things that have happened to me because people are just mean to me, especially at work. I can be very patient at times, very patient, to the point where people just walk over me at times. So there's one that I never forget, and that was one of my former bosses who was a micromanaging psycho. And I remember that on this particular day, I had tripped on my way out of my house. I actually twisted my ankle getting out of my house. I scraped my knee. I was on my period. I came to work, and the first thing that happened, both of my bosses pulled me into the room, and one of them told me I had actually made like a small payroll mistake, which was completely like, you could fix it. There's nothing in this world that you can't fix. You make a mistake, you can fix it. And I remember he told me, you either step it up or the only time I'm gonna see you is gonna be at the assemblies. And I was, oh my god, I remember I was holding back my tears so bad. I wanted to just start bawling there because so much had happened in one day, and then for like such a small mistake, for someone to tell you something like that, like you're gonna lose your job over a mistake. Like, I'm sorry for being a human and not being a freaking robot. I remember that when they left the office because they had errands to do, I just started like bawling. I was just crying. I was emotional. I was a mess. That day was, how I felt that day was one of the worst days ever, because I can't understand how people can be so mean. Especially, I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you guys want me to do a video on my worst working experiences ever, just let me know, because I could probably do like a story time talking about my worst job, like where I was treated the worst. So yeah, just let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. The next question is, name your top 3 makeup brands. So it's kind of hard to decide what my favorite makeup brands, because I kind of love a little bit of everything. But I think some of my favorite are definitely Anastasia Beverly Hills, ColourPop, Tarte, and Too Faced. I know that's 4, sorry. What are your favorite clothing brands? It's kind of the same. Some of my favorite are Calvin Klein, BB, J. Crew, and Banana Republic. Those are just a few, but again, I love a little bit of everything. So those are just some that come to my head. Top 3 favorite stores. So that would be Nordstrom Rack, Ross, and Costco. I am obsessed with Ross, Nordstrom Rack, and Costco. I could be there all day. I love them. What is the most embarrassing... Oh my god, I can't even say this word because I already know what I'm going to say. What is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to me? Someone falsely said that my vagina was showing in a bikini picture while I was in Cancun. I don't know how anyone could say that. I mean, the irony of all of this is that I had ordered a few bikinis for my trip, and they did not make it on time. Like, the carrier completely jacked up my package. They sent it somewhere else, sent it back. The point is, it didn't make it to me on time. So I was like, oh my god, I don't have bikinis. What am I gonna wear? And my mom was like, oh, don't worry, girl. I got you. My own mother was like, I got you. My mom let me borrow such a cute, appropriate bathing suit. It was like a little top, and like little shorts. So it's like, I don't get how anyone would come to that conclusion and say that, say those words, that part of my vagina was showing. I mean, I laugh now, but at the time it was not funny. At the time it was very, very, very hurtful and mean. So I think that's one of the most embarrassing things I have ever been approached or heard. Next question would be, what's your favorite flower? Lilies. Next question, favorite fashion trend? Joggers and jumpsuit. There's something about joggers and jumpsuits that I love. I'm obsessed with them. First of all, joggers are like the most comfortable thing to be in, and I love how you can dress them up. You can put on booties, you can put heels, you can put a cute like top or something. I love jumpsuits and joggers. They are my favorite type of style ever. Oh, also I forgot to answer another question that someone asked me. They said, what's my favorite alcoholic beverage? And I would have to say that's wine. Hence what I'm drinking. I just love wine. Wine makes me feel like I'm on top of the world. If I'm having a kind of bad day, I just drink wine and I feel like Superwoman. But I think wine is one of those things where, depending on the day, it can relax me so much to the point where I don't want to do anything, or it can get me so like hyped up and I'll just be crazy dancing and all over the place. I know a lot of people on IG were doing those like templates that are going around. I didn't do them because I knew I was gonna do this video, so I'm like, people, if they want to know me, they can just come watch this video. But some of the questions there were, where were you born? I was actually born in Los Angeles. What would be your dream job? I think one of my dream jobs would have been probably a photographer or an architect. I was really into photography when I was in high school. So what's my biggest pet peeve? I think that it would be when you're talking to someone and you're having a back and forth conversation and out of nowhere they just drop you. And not just that, when they have a habit of dropping your conversations and never replying and then wondering why you don't talk to them. I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves, when people just, because I understand we're all busy. I'm not the type of person who expects people to reply right away. You could reply next week, tomorrow, I don't care. But just when they never reply, that, I don't know, that really irks me. Oh, another thing is when people take everything in life as a competition. I hate that. Don't do that to me. I cannot stand people who are competitive when it comes to life, because I'm all about enjoying life and having fun, and I have no room in my life for competition. That's just how it is. A fear I have of losing all my teeth. I had braces. Oh, that's another question that someone asked me, if I had braces. Yes, I had braces for 2 years. And I guess because of all the, trauma and pain you go through, now I always have vivid dreams that I'm losing my teeth. And in my dreams, I'm like trying to glue them with like crazy glue or stuff. And then they're just falling knots. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do with all these teeth? And in my dreams, I'm gluing and trying to put them back in place. So that's one of my fears. That and growing old. Oh my goodness. I'm terrified of growing old. Product I dislike. I don't like all those colorful highlighters are coming out with, those green, purples, unicorn. No, I can't do that, and I'm sorry. My favorite sweet food is chocolate. Anything chocolate, muffins, I don't know, anything chocolate. I am obsessed with chocolate. Food I can't stand, I don't know. I like almost everything. Favorite takeaway food? That would be definitely orange chicken, Chinese takeout. Yeah, I love orange chicken. Let's see. I'm not answering all of them because I don't think all of them are interesting. How many countries have I visited? I have visited 2 countries, Mexico and Central America. My favorite place so far has been Cancun. Cancun is a paradise. It is a dream. Oh my goodness. I want to go over there so bad. Where do I want to go the most? Switzerland. I really want to go to Switzerland, but I hear that it's very, very expensive there. That, and also what's that place called? Thailand. So Switzerland and Ireland. Why am I saying Ireland? Oh my god, it's the wine getting to me. Switzerland and Thailand. Ireland is also beautiful. I would love to go there. So I hope you enjoyed this video about me. I know this Q&A was kind of all over the place, so I hope you don't mind that, and I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, this is it. I hope to catch you on my next video, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.